Hi, I'm Justin, and today the project's going to be shop organization. So I've kind of recently got inspired. If you saw one of my latest videos, I built this drill holder for my shop that holds my screws, my drills, and my batteries. And I just kind of want a place for everything. I built a paint rack a little while ago. That was inspiration to that. I can have a bunch of stains, paints, glue, and anything else really. But as you can see, the rest of my garage shop is a little messy. So especially this lumber area here, I would like to do something about it. I'd like to get a place to store my longer pieces, because as you can see, they are all over the place. I did build you can't really see it, but a lumber cart for my cutoffs and stuff like that, and that works great, but then it gets cluttered with just cutoffs. So I would like to build some kind of rack to hold longer pieces of lumber. I did build this storage shelf a while ago, but bits and bobs and everything ends up on it, all disorganized. So my plan is to get a few more of these tubs. I like how I have these organized with different stuff, so whenever I need a paint, I grab this bucket. It has my paint and drywall and tile tools and stuff in there. This one has drop cloths and rags, and I have a few more. I'm gonna fill it with other stuff where if I don't need it every day or every time I'm working on a project, I'm gonna put it away. As you can see, I have a bunch of tools down there, so it is really just unorganized, and I would like to get it suitable, because when it's clean in here, I'm inspired and I want to come out here and work in the shop and get projects done. So that's one of the goals today. Few more things is just clearing up my overhead storage. I put this in a while ago. It is awesome, but like the wood shelf over here, it does get cluttered. So I want to reorganize that, get everything cleaned up. A lot of stuff can get thrown away. It just kind of has some sentimental value because of the stuff I built. And then these bikes. These bikes have been great for storage. It keeps them off the ground, which is really nice, but I hit my head a lot in the face with these. So my goal is to get these out of the way. I'm hoping to move the racks, maybe store them one tire up and then the rest of the bike hanging down. And I'm thinking of if I could squeeze them up in here where the garage door sits, because I'm not going to be walking over here, and they can just sit against the wall, but of course I got to make room for other things. So we'll see how today goes, but this is kind of the before. I'm going to get working. Oh, I didn't even point this out yet. So great Facebook find. I really wanted a paint and stain and anything flammable cabinet. So I picked up this metal storage container, really nice. It has a bunch of shelves in there for storing stuff. It was used as holding paint in someone else's garage. They were moving, they put it up on Facebook Marketplace, and I picked it up for like 30 bucks. So eventually I want to sand that down, repaint it, make it look all nice, maybe throw a logo on there. But for now, I think I'm just gonna put it where I would like it, and then I can start storing everything and get this place a little bit more organized. So, hope you enjoy. Justin, and welcome to my garage. So I realize I haven't done a proper shop tour yet on my channel. I just did a bunch of reorganizing in the garage to make it more efficient and cleaner, and just to inspire me a little bit more to get out here and build. So I thought I'd show you around, show you some of the stuff I did to give me a better workflow and better organization overall. And if it looks like I'm sweating profusely, it's because I am. I live in Arizona and it's over 110 right now. So bear with me. Well, let me show you around and I hope you enjoy. Alright, the first big project for reorganizing was this shelving unit. I built this a long time ago. It was one of my first projects out here. And I just wanted it to be a little bit more organized. It was just kind of a stomping ground for stuff I had laying around the garage, and the shelves were all cluttered. I went over to Home Depot, picked up some of these 27-gallon buckets. I think I have like 12 of them in total, and just started piling up with different stuff. Stuff that I use for projects, but not every project. So like this one here is for drop cloths, rags. So these are my extra rags for staining, and drop cloths for painting. This one's my paint and drywall tools. So whenever I have to paint, all I have to do is grab this bucket, and all my stuff's in there. Other ones I have like some welding equipment. I'm not huge into welding. I really want to learn more, but I have that stuff in here. And heat gun, a bunch of other random tools that I don't use on every project. So those are all in those bins, and it keeps it super nice and organized, and it keeps it all from getting all dusty. So in a wood shop, you get a lot of sawdust, and it was just covering everything. So this will keep it off the tools. Another big upgrade was this metal cabinet. I just recently got this on Facebook Marketplace, and I filled it with all of my paints. Paint supplies, anything flammable. It's good to keep that in a locked metal container, just in case anything happens to it, and to keep people out of it if it is any hazardous materials. Up top here is overhead storage. I built this a long time ago too. This is kind of just long-term storage stuff for the holidays. Of course, my light display. I've got all that stuff up there for Christmas. And then just some random stuff like camping gear, fold-out chairs, and stuff like that. Another cool project I just worked on was this lumber rack. This is based off of J. Bates lumber rack. It is built with 2x4s attached to the wall with large lag screws. With these are 1/2-inch electrical conduit. I got it in 10-foot sections, cut it down to foot-long segments, and these are just stuck into holes that I drilled into the 2x4s. It's plenty secure. I don't have very much heavy lumber. Like, I don't have a lot of hardwoods. I just wanted to be able to get the longer lumber, like extra 2x4s I have laying around, 2x6s, and any kind of other miscellaneous long boards I had around. They were leaning up against walls, on the ground. I really just wanted everything off the ground and to make this shop as usable as I can. So this is a great addition. I didn't film doing this one. I just did it quick one evening after work. And I'm really glad I did, because it gets all that lumber up and off the ground and up into somewhere where it can be stored for a little while. Hopefully it just doesn't become a graveyard for pieces of wood. I forget to use. I think it'll be a lot more visible, and I'll be able to pick out lumber that I need at the time. And over here I do have both of my table saws. This was kind of like a mobile table saw. This was the first one I had. It was great. It's nice. I built this little stand for it. But I did get to borrow my dad's big cabinet model saw. What kind of saw is this? This is a General International table saw. That's all I know about it. It's a great workhorse. It takes anything I throw at it, and it's been really nice. I need to work on a mobile base for it and a better outfeed table. But this has been awesome to have. It really bumps up production. It's a lot easier to use this than it is the little guy, but this has gotten me through many projects. I've even built the Murphy bed with this. This mostly a circular saw. So you can do it with any tools, but having the bigger tool does make things go a little bit faster. And then that brings us to my assembly tables. So these are designed by Bob from I Like to Make Stuff. They are mobile. They can move around the shop. All my tools and stuff are on wheels, just so that I can move it around. I am working in a garage. I don't park any cars in here, but it is nice to rearrange, get different tools and different layouts and stuff like that. They do have storage in here for a lot of other stuff. It is a little inconvenient when you're working on stuff and the table's full to try to grab something out of the drawer. so I might do something to make that a little bit better. I'm thinking about putting some other drawers that I could just pull out from under here, or other types of storage. Not sure yet. These carts are awesome. They offer a lot of storage. I have an air compressor, grinder, some other miscellaneous tools, and my miter saw stored down there. This is my lumber cart. I built this a little while ago. I didn't make a video on it. It was just a quick weekend build with a scrap sheet of plywood I had. It has been really nice, but it did get really cluttered, especially with those long pieces that are now on the lumber rack. This just holds small cutoffs, random pieces that I could use later on for a project. The real short stuff or scrap I usually end up throwing away, but any of the random off pieces go in here. This is on wheels as well, and it can move around. I do have larger pieces of plywood, MDF, and some corrugated steel back there for storage. One of the big moves I did do is I did remount my bike rack so they could be over here. I kept hitting my head on these handlebars when they were over in the middle of the shop, like they were before. I like them here a little bit better. It's going to be harder to get them down, but summertime I don't really have to worry about that now. It's not too bad. This is on wheels. I just move this out of the way and I can pull the bikes down, no problem. Next is this spray paint cabinet. I built this a little while ago. This is another J. Bates plan that I went off of. It holds all of my spray paints. It's really nice to have a bunch of them up there. I do have a few in that metal cabinet over there, but the ones that I use for cooling are all up here, as well as some of my Lifelong polyurethane, oils, all my glue, and stains and finishes. It's a really nice cabinet to keep everything organized and out of the way. And last, I do have my workbench. This was my original project, the first project I built in this garage. It was off of some plan I found online. It's done me really well. I've loved this bench. It offers a lot of open storage. It's got a pegboard in the back, and then it's got storage underneath for different tools and stuff like that. I think this is going to be going soon. I really do want to build a larger miter station with a lot of storage, and I need it to go right around here, out of the way and kind of against the wall on its own. So this is probably going to be end up leaving soon, but it has served me well for the time being. And then if you've seen it in my recent videos, this is the drill cabinet I made, so it does hold all of my power drills. I have my impact driver, my DeWalt. This thing is a 20 volt. It's really powerful, and it's lasted me a good long time. I put it through hell. This one is just like a Black & Decker small one. I never use it, but I have it, so I can spot for it. And then I was able to squeeze my Ryobi nail gun in there, which is really nice, because before it was always tipping over on my workbench. I have parts for my screw bins, so these are just screw bins. I put tape so that I can change what type of screw is in there, but this is nice and organized. And then up here I have different drill bits, my pocket screw stuff, and then some other miscellaneous screws I don't use very often. And then up top I have a place for my battery chargers and different batteries. Awesome. Well, that about sums up my garage shop. That's what I've got in here. It is always changing. I'm always thinking of new ways to organize stuff and to give me a better workflow. I do want it to look more like a professional woodworking shop and kind of nice to look at for YouTube. So I am changing quite a few things. I have plans for stuff like the new miter saw station, as well as some different storage options. I would like to get all of my long-term storage kind of out of here. I would like this to be a dedicated workshop. So that is all in the plans, just waiting on time. And it's always progressing, and I'm glad I finally got it clean. It is a lot more inspirational to come out here when the garage is clean. It looks nice. It just gives me so much more drive to get out here and build stuff. When I know I could grab something, burp, 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 and I'm done. So, well, I hope you enjoyed my shop tour. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments down below if you'd like to know more about any of the tools I have, or just anything in general. Feel free to leave a comment. If you like this video, want to see me grow, help me grow, Feel free to subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. If you want to see behind the scenes, I am doing a little bit more on my Instagram. It is Justin_built. So feel free to go give me a follow and like one of my photos. Comment my latest photo saying, hey, I came from YouTube. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll see you on the next one.